My name is Alejandro Maya Valencia. I was born in Bogota, Colombia. I graduated from Gimnasio Moderno and I am currently finishing my 7th semester of business administration at CESA. I've been interested in sales since I was a kid. I realized that if I wanted to multiply my savings, I needed to be frugal and I had to invest what I had back then. Therefore, during middle school and high school, I started selling things. I sold candies, gummies, muffins, sandwiches, empanadas, donuts, and even sushi. By the end of each school year, my savings had increased and I was able to buy whatever I wanted or just save the money for future things. My father encouraged me to speak English as he traveled to the US very often for work. He taught me and helped me with my English subjects. I have an American sibling, and my cousins from my father's side were born in the US as well. Our communication is in English and Spanish depending on the occasion. I did an exchange program in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. I did 6 months of grade 10. I had the opportunity to meet amazing people from all around the world. I went there with 13 classmates, and I was the only one that could speak English fluent. So whenever we had meetings with the international institution that was taking care of us, everybody asked me to translate in order to facilitate our communication. I joined the high school soccer team, which was ranked as the top 1 team in the whole province. My English improved during the exchange program, and I came back home having a high level. I still keep in touch with some people I met in Canada. I have met up with some of them in different countries. During my last year of high school, there was a school trip to Croatia and Hungary, but a few classmates needed financial help. I came up with an idea. I arranged a concert in order to raise money to help 3 of my classmates who couldn't afford the school trip to Europe. I picked the repertoire, led the group, sang and played 3 different instruments. We performed and collected enough money. We all made it safe to Europe and had a great experience. Music is one of my hobbies, and I was motivated to use it to help my friends. At the end of the school year, during my graduation ceremony, I received the Excursionismo badge, which is the most important recognition in my school, an award that recognizes academic effort, leadership, fellowship, and a balance between mental and physical characteristics that distinguish an excellent excursionist. I had also been nominated for the Bello Carácter badge in 2 occasions during my time at Gimnasio Moderno. This distinction recognizes chivalrous students that are characterized by their respect and humbleness. I had always dreamed about running a business, so I decided to study business administration and got accepted into CESA, which is one of the top business schools in Colombia. I have been learning a lot, working in different class projects with teams and individually. I have won awards as well. There is a class called Entrepreneurial Spirit, and it is mandatory. We had to conform groups of 4 students. The goal of the class is creating a business model, and the best one wins a prize. My group and I didn't want to just pass the class. We wanted to take the hard path. What motivated us was winning the prize and proving ourselves that we are capable of doing great things. At the end of every semester, there is a fair that gathers all of the projects. My group and I created a business model good enough to earn as many votes as necessary to win a prize and the contest. We won the project with the highest number of votes recognition. We got 315 votes, which is the largest amount of votes for a project ever in the university. The key to win was teamwork. We really needed each other. My teammates found me very creative when working on digital content, and I had an important role when doing public speaking. During my time at CESA, I had the opportunity to travel to New York City twice. The school president arranges international trips annually. I signed up and visited institutions and companies such as Credit Suisse, Nasdaq, Citibank, BBVA, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Merrill Lynch, Goldman Sachs, Bloomberg, Columbia University, AB InBev, Google, Salesforce, UBS, the United Nations, Thomson Reuters, Financial Times, and the Colombian Consular Office. It was a great experience, and it really motivated me to study hard in order to work for a multinational company in the future. I learned the importance of building connections. A few months after the school trip, I found out that the first vice president of wealth management in Merrill Lynch was in Bogota, and he had given me his business card. I met up with him. He gave me advice about my career and a business idea I had back then. Getting to visit these places made me have a different perspective. Everyone can do research about these companies, but I was lucky enough to know how they work in real life and how their office daily routine is. I applied all the concepts I learned to a management simulation class. The purpose of the class is to run a computer company. The teacher divides the class in groups of 5. The other groups were my competitors. Each group member manages a different area of the company. I was the commercial VP. The teacher runs a simulator, and we run our companies through this platform. By the end of the semester, my group ended with the highest market share portion of the class, and we had over $80 million in income without debt. There were companies with negative numbers. When I started university, I immediately realized that I had to gain experience. Noir SAS, which is an event management firm, hired me as general producer. I know the owner of the company because he had also graduated from Gimnasio Moderno, and I contacted him for the job. I worked with DJs and artists. I sold events, managed the budget for parties and shows, preparing stages, leading our staff, and making sure the customer was satisfied. I had the chance to work in 3 occasions with Morat, the famous pop band. As I got experience, there came a point when I was advancing in my career, so I focused only on my studies. My latest achievement was a scholarship that I earned last year for an exchange program in BSP Business School Berlin. Initially, I was going to pay for tuition during the semester abroad. All of a sudden, CESA offered me a scholarship due to my academic performance, and I only had to pay 5% of the fees. I couldn't travel because of the pandemic, but CESA kept my scholarship even though I stayed in Colombia. My family has always been very important and supportive in all my achievements. My mother is a clinical psychologist, and she has helped me develop my critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and adaptive capacities, among other values. My brother, who is 2 years older than me, studied business administration as well. He has guided me. He has given me advice when I needed it for classes and projects. My sister works as a sales manager for an airline. She has lived in different cities around the US most of her life. She encourages me to strive in my English speaking skills in order to build bridges between cultures. And my father has had commercial positions in multinational companies, and he has been such an inspiration for me all over my career. All this combination of experiences and achievements as evidence of my resolve helped me develop soft skills related to verbal and visual communication, leadership, critical thinking, and teamwork, which are needed for the commercial position that I'm applying to at Whirlpool.